Okay, my name is Dr. Peter Ndegwa, and in this case I had been contracted by the relatives to represent them in the autopsy of the late Boniface Mwangi, and we have completed the operation, and we have come up with a conclusion that the cause of death was severe head injuries due to a single gunshot. The brain is quite disturbed, and the chances of survival are very, very, very minimal. The operation which had been done, I think, to remove the bullet particles, they did, but some of them there were still some particles in the brain. They are rubbery and blackish, and the brain is quite destroyed.
Yes, my name is Ben Kiwi from Citizen TV.
Yes,
and we're also interested to know if you established when exactly did Boniface Mwangi died. Is it the same day that the doctors pronounced him dead, or he died way early?
That we may not know. We may not know really, but the brain is quite necrotic, and maybe in the course of the treatment sometime maybe the brain really died. So we may not be able to know at what time, but it is in the course of the treatment.
So, Doctor, you said that considering the brain damage, the survival rate was low.
Yeah, because
what does that mean, and what kind of treatment was administered to him?
Well, problem of head injury especially is bleeding in the brain and on the brain or around the brain, and the bleeding here was global. That is covering the whole brain, and even the craniotomy which had been done most likely would not have evacuated all the blood, and that is the issue, usually the problem, the blood surrounding the brain, because the brain is really compressed. We say there is increased cranial pressure. So by doing craniotomy, you would not have really evacuated all that blood because it is global. And then there was brain laceration itself. That is injury directly to the brain, disturbing.
From your point of view, can you tell the distance between the person who shot him and
Well, we may not know, because you remember there has been surgery done on the wound, and then there was also healing. So it is not a fresh gunshot wound, and it had been operated on. So you may not really see the characteristics of whether it was long shot or near shot.
Well, again, the doctors told us, and also the family, that they were also doing other surgeries to remove the bullet fragment. I don't know if that is what also.
Yeah, I think fragment. I don't know what kind of bullet it is, because there are quite a number of. We have removed 4, and I don't know how many they had removed, and they are small and black, so they may not have been able to remove all of them. And I think they went back because I think maybe they saw some remnants of the bullet particles. And again, we have also come out with 4 of them. Yeah, rounded rubbery particles. Yes.
Also, was his brain entirely intact, or?
No, it's not intact. It is really disturbed, I said that. And there's a lot of bleeding.
What does it mean when you say there are particles that were removed during the surgery? Why did the rest remain for them to be extracted today during the postmortem?
They are small and rubbery, and most likely they could not reach them. If they're in the brain material, disturbing the brain is also very tricky. And for a surgeon even to really dig for those things is not very easy. And they are small.
And maybe were there other damages in the body apart from the...
Well, there's some injuries some bruises. I think on the left side, most of the stuff from down here, on the arm and on the neck. But I think most likely when he fell, there's some bruises,
so
minor
the
bruises.
Of the body is intact.
Yes, true.
Can you tell the size of the bullets?
They are small. I think 6 millimeters. The ones you are removing, fragments. They are now pieces. It's not a whole bullet. They are fragments. When I say fragments, they are very small.
Pieces.
Yeah, they're very small.
metallic in?
No, rubbery. Yes. Very small fragments.
Dad, do you want to say something?
Do you want to add something as a family, going by what now the doctors have said?
The only thing that I can say is actually it is a shock for us, being that they have removed 4 more fragments, because previously when Boniface was alive, they had removed 2 earlier fragments. So we had the surgeons had removed 2 that we were shown as a family. But now they had, during the last report when they told us, and we even came out and said, we were told that there are some remains bullet still inside Bonnie's brain. But they could have not removed them by that time due to the damage. Ilikuwa ndani, walisema iko ndani sana, tukiguza ataaga. Lakini saa after kuambiwa hivyo, tulikaa siku moja, tukaambiwa saa tena fikra nayo imeaga. Yeah.
So what's next?
In terms of now, everything that has happened is after now the autopsy or the postmortem. Sasa saa tunapanga venye tutahamisha mwili, tuitoe huku, tuipeleke KU Thika Road. And then from there tutakuwa sasa na maombolezi yenye imekuwa ikiendelea pale Jambo Grill, just near to Quiver, hapo Roster. Ilianza jana, tunapatana kutoka saa 10 tukielekea. Tulianza jana na bado hadi leo tuko, na bado tunaomba Wakenya kwa sababu tunaona venye mambo iko na bado gharama ya mazishi bado ingali kwetu. Tunaomba Wakenya wa come through. Paybill tulikuwa tumewapatia na tutairudia bado, ni 7682551. Account ni jina lako. The other thing, tunataka kushukuru rafiki wetu wa karibu ambaye amekuja hivi leo, Mike Sonko. Tutakushukuru sana kwa sababu umeweza come through. Tulikuanga tumekwama, lakini shukran kwa venye umekuja kutukwamua. Asante.
Najua siku moja baada ya Boniface Mwangi kutangazwa kwamba ameaga, serikali ilitangaza kwamba wataweza kuwaive ile bill. Sijui kama hilo limefanyika.
Kulikuwa na hiyo contradiction ya the bill na the amount that was written by the CS. After tumeuliza, tuliambiwa kwamba moja ilikaviwa na SHA na hii ingine ndio yenye ilikuwa imebaki ndio ilikuja ikapeanwa na CS. So waliondoa hiyo bill, na hiyo naanda tuko na uwezo ya kutoa sasa mwili KNH kuipeleka KU.
Labda unaweza kuzungumzia kesi?
Kesi tumeenda huko leo na tumekuwa na ile push and pull kwa sababu wakati tuliingia asubuhi tukaambiwa tungoje tena. Walikuwa wametuambia tufike huko saa 3 asubuhi. Tukarudi tukaambiwa hapana, ngojeni, wakili wa Barasa ameapili ya kwamba tumpatie muda. Tukarudi tena saa 5:30. Kufika pale tukaambiwa ya kwamba wanajiomba muda ili investigation sasa results za postmortem venye iko ili uweze kuongea, na tutarudi tena kotini tarehe 10 mwezi huu, next week on Thursday. Ya na mazishi tukirudi sasa kotini Thursday, na mazishi ni hiyo Friday on 11th na itakuwa kule Kangema Igego place inaitwa Mishuki Polytechnic.
Kwa hivyo ni kumaanisha kama kesi ni Thursday 10 na bari ni 11, ni kumaanisha itabidi mharakishe mpango haraka.
Yeah, inatubidi kwa sababu unaona saa juu nature of us, we don't keep a body for long. So we are left now to deal with the case, and then we have to rest our dear brother, cousin and a son to uncle to rest in peace.
Swali la mwisho kutoka kwangu, sijui kama unaweza kuangalia ile file ambayo ilikuwa imewasilishwa kotini leo na inasemaje? Have the charges been amended?
File hiyo wakati ilikuwa inasoma kuhusu miscellaneous, na wakati wakili wetu alifika pale ilibidi sasa tuwaambie jaji ya kwamba sasa kesi imebadilika, sasa si miscellaneous, si ile vita, sasa imekuwa mada. So tumeacha wakili wakifanya mabadiliko ya file, sasa kesi ibadilike sasa kuwa mada. Hapo ndipo tumefika. Yeah.
Asante.
Asante.